Have you ever felt a weird mix of motivation and paralysis? Like you want to change your life, but somehow end up alphabetizing your spice rack instead? Yeah, that's not just procrastination. That's a thought trap. And you might be caught in any one of 5 of them, right now. So here's the deal. The Buddha didn't just drop vibes and vanishing riddles. He presented us with a full-blown user's manual on how not to get mentally stuck. And in a classic ancient mic drop moment, he gave us the now familiar allegory of the man wanting to cross over to the far shore. Picture the river Achiravati, full to the brim, and a man wanting to cross. But our guy? He doesn't even try. Instead, he lies down and wraps himself in a shroud, from head to toe. So what gives? He's bumped up against one of what the Buddha called the 5 hindrances, or what we're calling thought traps. In previous episodes, we've detailed them, and today we're going to summarize them. But first, let's step back. Consider that thoughts can be like guests at a party. Some come and leave quickly. Others hang around until they've eaten all the snacks. That second group represents the persistent thoughts, which we can drop into one of 2 categories. They're either intensifying, fueling emotional escalation, or abiding, residing in the background like the fridge hum that you've stopped noticing. Let's start with a look at the 2 intensifying types of thought traps. Trap 1. Sensual desire. It's not just about a craving for chocolate or ice cream. It's about how those thoughts of chocolate and ice cream escalate. You see the beautiful sunset and have a thought about it. You return to the sunset, now seemingly even more beautiful, and this repeats. And it continues until you are completely lost, not in the sunset, but in your personal narrative. Trap 2. Ill will. The courtroom in your head where you're judge, jury, and emotional executioner. But this thought trap doesn't just stew. That is, while it may start with a simmer, with each passing thought, you become increasingly lost in the inevitable boil. Now onto the 3 quieter thought traps. Trap 3. Dullness and drowsiness. Think abiding complacency. While you don't think you're doing anything special, in reality, your mind is invariably providing a half-baked play-by-play of your experiences. And that play-by-play separates you from the experience at hand, with you remaining on the near shore. Trap 4. Restlessness and regret. Think abiding bustle. In this case, you may think that you are solving problems, but in reality, you're simply ping-ponging between what-ifs and should-haves. Constant motion, zero progress. Trap 5. Doubt. Think rationalized inaction. This one's sneaky. It doesn't scream. It whispers, maybe this isn't worth it. Maybe I'm not ready. And boom, you're still on the near shore. The takeaway? These thought traps aren't exotic monsters to slay. They're habits, patterns. And here's the kicker. You don't need to conquer them. You simply need to notice when they do show up. Because the second you recognize the trap, you've already taken a step beyond it. Intensifying thoughts push you toward the 2 emotional extremes, rapture or rage. Abiding thoughts lull you into complacency, spin you in circles, or convince you to stay put. Recognize them and move on. And so, for next episode, can we now summarize all obstacles expected on the Buddhist path?